Welcome back to the flashing alerts of not having enough resources. I hope I can provide more resources fairly soon. Basically, I need to get stone bricks to these factories, make more concrete, and then I will have more refined concrete soon as well. I wonder if this train can already go somewhere. I mean, maybe I could let it go here and the stone will just arrive here where it otherwise would come from the mines. I think that might be an elegant solution. Let's just go there actually. This is probably the first time that I consciously use this rail network that I just constructed over the last hours. So I'll have a little station here. So this will be called Y stone. And twisted code will have to be renamed to X stone. And then I will build a little output station. I guess I'm outside of Roboport range. Therefore I don't get any deliveries or stuff that I might need. Okay, add station, Y stone, empty cargo, X stone, full cargo. And now it can basically run back and forth and fetch stone. And I will limit these chests to half a row of stacks. At least I hope that this train can go back to the stone mine. It seems to be able to do so. Now I hope all of these belts are already passed. So it seems. But there a split is happening. And I don't want that split to be happening there. I want this to be full of stone, I guess. I hope it doesn't conflict with anything if it's full. This will allow me to have more stone bricks, and I might even build a little temporary stone brick factory, smeltery somewhere. Okay, I guess this will be a double belt. And everything doesn't go right will go on to the smeltery. This will be one of my old smeltery designs. Since I don't yet have any stone brick smelteries here. It's good that it's an upgrade to the previous fossil fuel furnaces. I guess I might use underground belts on the output. Then I can just place the power poles there, where normally there might be belts. So this needs to be powered, and this needs to be productivityed. And now I get stone bricks from that. And then I will send them somewhere. Maybe I could speed this up if I had speed modules. I hope I still find speed modules in my factory. Up there. Or even better ones. Just want to have a big view of the factory to see if anything seems to be missing. I guess everything at least sort of works. Want to look at how many furnaces of which quality I have. A lot of uncommon quality. Not so many, or none of the rare quality actually. So maybe there are now enough stone bricks because I sent enough stone through and the furnaces there are probably producing enough. But yeah, I wanted to speed up the concrete production. And I might lose some iron ore there. And I still want to get these stone bricks through because they have been produced with productivity in mind, which is not possible for fossil furnaces. Okay, this is sort of tight. I think I can't build it like this. So I will build it differently. And then I will have input priority right. I think I'm doing a balancing somewhere. Yeah. There I'm balancing the output. So that is fine. I have now not a lack of stone anymore. I might even try to start building military science soon. But also I sort of want to build the military science in that grid design, for which I still need some materials to actually build the ramps and stuff. I might work on getting iron plates from a train or with a train, and then producing accumulators somewhere, more than these few. For instance, I might just send batteries to this place and iron plates as well, and then just produce the accumulators there. So it seems like wherever I build elevated rails, I need to stop the extent of my cargo landing pad, because I can't have cargo bays below elevated rails. That's kind of sad. So I guess wherever I build the grid, I need to make sure that either there's a gap in the grid, a total gap, that would allow these cargo bay extensions to be built there, or I need to produce or place my cargo bay very far away. Anyway, this needs rocket fuel. And then I need to find a place where this train might go. And I might already check where it can go. Maybe I should build a station first. I wonder why this signal is wrong. Oh, because of these old rails. Would be a shame if some of my main usable blueprint signals were wrong. But I really like that I have made this design and that it sort of works. It's not very pretty, but it works for this kind of grid and probably doesn't allow any trains to cross. There may still be bottlenecks eventually, but at least trains don't really have to wait for each other in a certain way, if it makes sense. Anyway, I'm here, and I forgot that I was here. I might just build the accumulator factory. Maybe down there, next to the solar panel arrays. Well, maybe not. I have to see whether that's possible. Maybe it is. Still have some ramps on me. What is that, and why doesn't that fit? Does it not fit? This looks weird. Okay, I needed to rotate this once more, but it still doesn't quite fit there. Would almost call that a bug. So this is not very nice. Need to be able to build there. Or I guess I could try to build on the lower end around this. No, doesn't quite work that way. Or does it? Maybe I need to remove that substation. So I can actually place substations there. But only just, at least the normal ones, otherwise they wouldn't fit. What is that and why? Interesting that it wants to build that. But yeah, this thing is sort of in the way. I don't know if anything could be improved to make this not be in the way. I don't want to throw away the whole design completely. That works, luckily. But that's not actually what I want to do. Or is it? Maybe I need to come up with something slightly differently. Yeah. Let's remove that again. Let's disappoint those robots that wanted to actually just build this. So I will instead just build this rail and then a station for iron plates. For batteries? No, for accumulators. Might even at some point just have an iron plate train for the base. But so far there are enough iron plates in the base. That's not a bottleneck right now. And there seem to be more and more refined concrete being produced. Okay, and I will now build a output station. This design is not very perfect because it might have to be moved over by one. Maybe I'll just do that now. And that way I can fit even the blue underground belt station design, where I have a tunnel there starting and ending there. I still always want to regret my decision that I will not go to Bulgora first, because it's so much easier to produce modules and electronics like accumulators and beacons with the EMP. I wonder whether I will benefit at all from going to Glebber first. There are definitely some upsides, but whether it's worth foregoing Bulgora. So now I will try to get some batteries from over there somewhere. So there might be a little issue getting through here, so I will go up a little bit. And then down again. I guess using substations would be better there. And now I just need the train to actually go here. Maybe just 5 slots per test again. And then I guess I will just fill these chests entirely. I will not limit them. So my first iron train will just fetch iron plates and then just go to that other station. And it's still not filled with fuel. So maybe I'll have to go there myself. I don't know if something hindered the bots from delivering fuel there. I'll try to stick to the Roboport area. Maybe there's no rocket fuel in the logistic network. Could have actually entered the train, then I had my free ride back. I guess I might place the next train already. Eventually there will need to be more trains doing this job. And I might just make this train do the same job for now. And I'll just go down because I don't want to walk now. But I also don't want to stay there. And I need more signals, apparently. So this station can only hold 2 trains at one time. I want to get rocket fuel into a... well, yes, I could just use this. And then I have rocket fuel in passive provider chests. What else is there? I guess I might produce iron gear wheels there in a moment. Just want to clear out some trees. I hope there's still enough storage for all the wood. Maybe I can throw the wood to be burned in the steam engines. I mean, there's already some wood. I don't know where that came from. That has some specific source, or if I just left it there accidentally. Anyway, I guess I'll just let the train go back to that other station, and I will then find out that I don't have any green circuits. And no power switches can be made without green circuits. What I might do is just manually go and build some copper smelting. Or should I just request some green circuits? I don't think so. I will just build some furnaces and mine directly into them. The task is to build a power switch. Shouldn't take too long. Might already prepare 2 of them. And then I might take this apart again. Not sure if I did even get 1 bonus productivity or nothing. I shouldn't stand on these rails. But I guess the robots have no problems standing on these virtual rails. I will now copy this whole design and just paste it. Except maybe not. Not in the wrong way. I already wondered why this was broken, but I guess it was broken by design. And now the inputs are hopefully correct. Iron ore should only go to where inserters actually put it into the furnaces. I guess I will just remove some of those blueprints so the bots can be free again. Don't want this to be built right now, and I guess I might save some elevated rails as well. Some ramps. And rail supports. Interesting. I'm doing it right. Even though I was currently deconstructing things manually. So now I'm kind of annoyed by these other furnaces not yet existing there, so I will downgrade these ones. I might also disconnect the ore input here. Then at some point this will run out of iron. And then the steel might complain. Oops, and my inventory might complain. And the idea now would be to connect this iron. Maybe just the rightmost outputs. And then I will have input priority left. So these previous furnaces get used up first. Might even remove those beacons. I guess they are not really necessary here anymore. But still keep this alive. And then this gets used up. I don't want to manually take out all the iron plates. And then I will have this accumulator here. I will disconnect the power. I will move this over a bit. I have to disconnect the power again because it reconnected. I guess if I had just Control X and Control V it, then that wouldn't have happened. Anyway, I need a power switch. Red cable to the power switch. And if A is over 50, or let's say 60, I don't know. then I can make the connection work. The problem is maybe that I don't have more than one accumulator. This is the only one, and it's only for testing purposes. It's only checking whether more power is available than gets drawn by the system. Oops. I also have some iron plates that I might throw down there. Then I have at least a little bit more space. So this will be sent up. This is a bit unintuitive and weird, but I will do it anyway like this. So now there is more input. I guess the iron plate output is already full. I'm not utilizing it properly yet. I might potentially work on iron gear wheels soon. This will be built soon by the bots in the base. Let's see if I have the station blueprint. Spot off. I just need to get rid of the pumps. And I will rename that to get gear wheels. Eventually I will not use text anymore. Eventually I will use tags or icons. So gear wheels will arrive there, but I'm not sure if I want to use a train or just send some iron plates through like that. That should also be possible. And then I will produce some gear wheels that way. Down there. Not yet sure how I would generalize the production, so I will not pay too much attention how I will build this. Just a few assemblers. Might even do belt weaving. I might also not use beacons for now, I don't know. The problem with using beacons is that everything lands on one side of the belt, or you can't do belt weaving. Basically, I could have beacons in these kinds of locations or here, but then I would get rid of the belt. Otherwise I will have the beacons here. Then I can't insert also onto that belt from the other side. I will now do that. Misplace things, place them correctly again. Copy. And then I will copy the whole thing, mirror it, place it again. Then I will find out that I haven't set the recipe yet. Then I will do that manually because that's not too bad. And then I will just let this go. There. And the other one to the other side. And then that should be working gear wheels. Gear wheel production. I wonder why this is there. I guess this doesn't need to be like that. Might even use eventually my design that also fills the chests from the sides, but it's not that necessary right now. Might even just fill the belts from the sides. And now this all needs power, which I didn't yet build properly. Are productivity modules on the way? Maybe not. Maybe I don't have the uncommon ones in storage. Otherwise they might also get sent to me instead. So, and now we have gear wheel production. The iron plate belt seems to flow. Want to check how that is up there. It's still fine. I guess it might get emptier soon. But this is already quite full. And eventually these gear wheels will go towards many places, but especially at the moment I need them for blue underground belts. There is a lot of gear wheel production still available there, but maybe just because I'm not utilizing them properly for anything. Not sure if I want to build the belt production here, because it's already quite busy. Might shrink the lake a little bit. I need to get lubricant down there if I want to produce. The belts there. I might also have the belt production here next to the lubricant, and then just send the lower tier belts over with robots. But I guess that's something for another day. I think I will end the stream for tonight. Thank you for watching.